Hello, folks. I hope I hope you're doing well. I hope blessings from God have been bestowed upon you in these trying times, folks. Folks, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news, folks, is that the good Reverend Timothy McWilson has been released by the Chinese Communist Party, and he's back. He's back in Scotland, folks. He was supposed to come back here, but he said he's not going to make an appearance until the channel has 50 subscribers. He said 40 subscribers is absolutely useless. And a man who has direct contact with God should not be on channels with less than 50 subscribers. But the good news, folks, is that he's out of China. I was on the blower to him. The reason it took so long for him to get out of China was because he didn't want to pay for the deportation flight himself. So the Chinese government said they weren't going to pay it, and there was a standoff, and eventually the Chinese government realized he was trying to convert lots of people to Christianity, and he was making a fortune at the same time. So suddenly they said it makes sense to pay for the flight for him. So anyway, he's in Scotland, and he might be back here possibly in the new year, depending on how the channel is doing, folks. So the bad news, folks, last night, usually I sleep with one eye open, okay, folks? Because I'm terrified that someone could come into my bedroom and steal me gold bars, steal me Lucky Charms, folks. And last night I was so wreck tired, I decided to sleep with both eyes open. And folks, woke up this morning, and my gold bar, I had a big gold bar. It came from 7 different leprechauns whose necks are broke to get the gold buckles from their shoes, which are melted down into one big gold bar. So, couldn't understand how anyone was able to get into the room because it was locked. There was, a few bars across it, a few bolts across it, from the inside, and it was still locked from the inside. So, couldn't understand it, folks. And then I looked down on the floor and I saw lots of wee footprints, leprechaun brogue footprints, folks. I counted five leprechauns had, didn't even wipe their feet on the mat coming into the house, folks. How did they get in, folks? Well, pretty simple. They got in, folks, through a window that was open very, very slightly, okay, folks? And then they got into my bedroom, folks, through the doggy door. So there was loads of muddy leprechaun brogue prints on the floor. Now, folks, this is where you come in, folks. I need your support here, folks. Please, folks. Please. I'm begging you, folks. I'm begging you. Operation Kill All Leprechauns, folks. We want to wipe out the leprechaun community all over the world, folks. Now, fortunately, 95% of leprechauns live in Ireland, folks, and that's where I live. So I think I'll be able to wipe out 95% of them. However, folks, I need your support here, folks. We need money for bazookas. We need money for machine guns. We need money for grenades. We need money for tanks, folks. We're talking about $5 billion is what we need if we want to wipe out the leprechaun population. Now, before you get all huffy and say, oh, sure, it might be illegal to kill leprechauns, folks, we've gone through all the legal documents in Ireland, And there's nothing saying you can't kill leprechauns. So there you go, folks. Help us out. Go to www.martyrkillallleprechauns.co.shop.mongolia, folks. What are you saying in the live chat? Right, some people are saying that's a terrible website, terrible domain. Folks, it was the cheapest website we could get. It was the cheapest one we could get. 40,000 euros is what it cost us, folks. If we wanted something better, you're talking about 2 million euros. So, by the way, folks, on our website, there's a second fundraiser to help us with the website, to help us pay for the website, folks, and the monthly upkeep of that website. So please help us out, folks. You can donate to either fundraiser, to the website fundraiser, folks, or to kill all leprechauns. Let's wipe out these little bastards. They took me Lucky Charms, folks. They took away me gold bar, folks. And it's personal, folks. It's personal. 5 of them come in, and I woke up, had cuts on my hands and I had cuts on my feet. I think they were trying to murder me, folks, in my bed. They were trying to murder me, the 5 leprechauns. And something must have startled them. I think it might have been the doggy coming into the room through the doggy door, and the leprechauns ran then. But if that dog hadn't come in, folks, I wouldn't be standing here today asking you for money, because I would have been killed by the leprechauns, folks. They were trying to cut me up, folks. So please, we need bazookas. Bazookas are great things for wiping out leprechauns, folks. Help us out, please, folks. Please, I'm begging you, folks. And I'm not afraid to die. I did get a fright when I saw the cuts on my hands and the cuts on my feet, but I'm not afraid to die, folks, because I know I'm going to heaven. God likes me, folks. He likes the work that I do, and I know that, He's got me back, and that if I die, I'm going straight up to paradise. No problem there, folks. But we must wipe out the leprechauns, because they're going to keep an eye on people, folks. And future generations of Irish people are going to wake up in a terrible state, having been burgled by those wee bastards. Sorry for cursing, folks. Very personal, very personal. Okay, folks. Tugga bugga. Agus. Tá sé go hálan. Tá sé go hanwa, folks. Tá sé go hanwa. Agus. Tug ma hón tar éis tamil. Na páistí ag sugra na fork. Agus Slán Wallia, folks. Slán Wallia.